Hello, sports fans, and welcome to Otsego TV on this Friday, January the 17th. My name is Caden Knapp. We were dealing with some technology issues with the links lining up for the first quarter of the freshman game, but it's 15-6 after one. The junior varsity and varsity teams will play Oak Harbor. Freshman team, on the other hand, is playing Woodmore, old NBC rival, as that goes out of bounds, is poked away. Carroll was the dribbler on the Otsego side, but as I was saying, Woodmore for the first game, and then the last two of the day will be against the Rockets of Oak Harbor. Clock ticking away in quarter number 2 as we have a whistle and traveling violation. I don't have any roster information for Woodmore, so cannot tell you what their player names are, but I can tell you who the Knights players are, and of course when the Rockets start playing, I can tell you them as well. But it is Woodmore basketball right now. Knights started out this game well. They led it 8-0, I do believe, before a Woodmore timeout as there's a missed shot and rebounded by Trevor Brooks right in front of the baseline, and he'll take it the other way for the Knights. Drive, stop, take that shot, and a whistle and a foul. Ethan Beckstein will go to the line to shoot for 2. Warmed up today outside. The shot number 1 falls to make it a 10-point differential on the scoreboard. Shot 2, no good. But offensive rebounds made, and out of bounds that one goes. Is poked away by a Wildcat. So the Knights will retain the possession. Looks like Haas was the one who came down with the rebound. Inbound it. Hilliard has that blocked away, and now go out of bounds back to Otsego at the 5:13 mark of quarter number 2. This is quarter number 2. Scoreboard does not reflect that, but it is quarter number 2. In the corner. Dribbling around Haas. Now passing it up top. That's Trevor Brooks. Carroll. Lob it over Hilliard. Good. Nice setup and then the finish. 18-6. And then a whistle and back to Otsego. So for Otsego, it's been a week since they've been home. They were last home against Fostoria. That was last Friday, win that the Knights received. Third home game of 2025 as Hilliard, nice move to the hoop, and he's going to put that one in to extend the lead to 14. Woodmore now, whistle and a foul. This will be on Otsego. Looks like they're going to tag Hilliard with the foul. Woodmore runs a 7-man rotation, quite literally, because they have no one else outside of those 7. If you look over at their bench when the camera pans over to it, you'll see there's 2 players there and then coach. There's the inbound, catch and shoot. Short on that shot. Brooks there to rebound it and take it the other way. 4:25 and counting. Carroll now passing into the corner with Brooks. Moving it up top. Haas dribbling around, backing away at the wing. Gets it up top to Hilliard. Brooks now driving. Back with it, Carroll. Pivot move. And now they're going to reset the offense. And then Brooks blows by a guy and no good on his shot. It was short. Now a scramble drill for it. And we're getting a whistle and jump ball it goes. So the Wildcats will get the basketball as they have the possession in their favor. It's 20-6, 3:53 to go in quarter number 2 of this freshman game. Mentioned Woodmore has a 7-man rotation. The Knights, on the other hand, have an 11. So quite a difference there, especially rest-wise. That goes up and no good there again. Knights get it back. Moving it up the floor. Drive to the hoop, and that's good. Tyler Haas, standing at 6'3", makes it 22-6. And then move it in front of the baseline, and then that's no good, but a whistle and a foul. I think they tagged Haas with the foul, so free throws for Woodmore. I had just noticed now that for the entirety of the first quarter into the second now, there was only one official running back and forth. As Woodmore makes a quick substitution. Waiting shot number 2, up and good. They'll make another sub. 24 in for 32. Approaching the 3-minute mark of the second quarter. It's 22-7. Rosiak. And then that's going to be poked away, and then nice job to keep it in bounds by number 51. Right in front of the baseline. He's going to take it the other way, lob it down floor, take a 3-31. No good, too much power on his shot. And then the rebound is made out there by Andrew Simpson of Otsego, swinging it the other way. And then Haas, no good in that shot. Brooks saves it, and then Woodmore back with it. Up-tempo now slowing it down as the Knights set in their places on defense. Make moves, pass it out. Spin move at the elbow. That shot up and no good it goes. And then another rebound made by Trevor Brooks underneath, approaching the 2-minute mark of the first half of play. Up top, Brooks take a 3. No good, that one goes. But offensive rebounds made. Nice move to the hoop, and then no good there for Rosiak. Knights going to bring in 5 new players in the next stoppage. Unless it's a free throw stoppage for the offense for the Knights. Then they can only bring in 4. Underneath, up, have that blocked away. Nice play there, but get it back, and then no good again. That was Haas getting a hand on it twice. As we have a whistle now. I think a foul is going to be called. See who they tag it to. It's on Woodmore, their second. So each team committing 2 thus far. 22-7, under 90 seconds to go in the first half of play. Caden Knapp, Otsego TV. If you're just joining us, this is game 1 of the triple header. Woodmore plays the Knights in the freshman game, and then Oak Harbor takes on Otsego in the junior varsity and varsity games. It was not provided with a Woodmore roster, so don't know their player names. Knights started this game out with an 8-0 lead. Drive to the hoop, Beckstein, good on that layup. 24-7, 17-point advantage. And then that's tipped around, loose ball still loose. Who's going to wind up with it? And jump ball is going to be called. Otsego basketball, 43 seconds to go in half number 1. The Knights make a quick substitution. Donaldson will exit the game. Huddleston will enter. Huddleston standing at 5'7", Donaldson 5'11". A lot of contact there. Loose ball taken by the Wildcats. Moving around. There's a very deep 3 from the top of the key. That's short and no good. And then a whistle and a foul. Had 51 taken that shot a few steps closer to the basket, he probably would have made it, but then again, he would have had a defender a lot closer to him. As Carroll slows down the pace, taking the ball up the floor. Pass it over, high pass, out of bounds. That one goes. Beckstein was the passer. Carroll was the intended target underneath. 18.9 to play in the first half. That's the midcourt stripe. Move it up, and then whistle and a foul's going to be called. They're going to say it's on the floor, so no free throws with 9.1 to play. They met it from the tee and Knights underneath. Catch, shoot, no good on the wide open layup. Loose ball, 8 seconds on the clock. Still loose, and Knights are just going to jump on it, and jump ball is going to be called as 40 was just grasping the basketball. Had nowhere to go, really. I mean, there's 3 Knights all around him, and with 3.5 seconds to go, Woodmore will get it back. About at 51, spinning around, double team, launch up a 3 at the buzzer, no good. That one goes. So 24-7, the halftime score of this freshman game. It's the Otsego Knights leading their former NBC opponent, the Woodmore Wildcats. We'll be right back to get half number 2 of this freshman game underway. This is Otsego TV. My name's Caden Knapp. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the start of half number 2 of this freshman game, which features the Otsego 9th and the Woodmore Wildcats. My name is Caden Knapp. It's 24-7. Our scoreboard still shows it's the first quarter, but trust me, it is time for the third quarter, which means second half of play. And we're going to take this moment to show you our remaining January schedule. There's 2 home games left this month, and those are on the 27th and 28th. The girls' game is on that 27th, which is a Monday. It's a doubleheader starting at 5:30, then varsity game at 7, and then the boys take on Lake in a triple header starting at 4:45 for the freshman game, and then the junior varsity and varsity will follow right here on Otsego TV. I'll pull up the February schedule, the next stoppage as well, because I just released that as well. We're back underway here in the castle, and the Knights start with it after switching sides of the courts. Trying to add to this lead that they've had since the beginning. No good on the first shot of the half from Brooks. He thought he was fouled, I think, because he was smiling up the floor. If you're just joining us, don't have the Woodmore roster still, so have no idea what any of their players' names are. As that three is no good for 32. Move it ahead, and a turnover on the Otsego side. Full court press put on by the Knights. 24 up the floor, dribbling around Simpson. Now stops, moves it out. I do have Oak Harbor rosters, I promise. 24, now at the wing. Driving from that point. Up, and no good again. Oak Harbor, as I said, is up next, and then Woodmore has been missing so many shots today. They've driven in, and they've been able to create so many opportunities for themselves, but haven't been able to take advantage thus far. And that's a big reason why the Knights lead 24-7. I believe this timeout was called by Woodmore. It'd be their second, so they'd be down to 3. The Knights still have 5. As promised, I'm going to show you their February schedule for Otsego TV, which I just released today. Of course, on the 6th and 7th, there is girls basketball, doubleheader on the 6th, and then boys basketball on the 7th. And then the 7th is senior night as well for boys basketball. And then on the 11th, the boys basketball team takes on Delta. Finishing up the regular season, they'll play against Genoa on that Saturday. The 3 before that will be broadcasted for sure. The 4th one is still to be determined. If you'd like a PDF copy or a copy of those schedules, just send me an email and I'll forward that to you. It's no good on that 3. Also, whenever we get the sectional and OSHAA tournament schedule in, I'll be able to update you guys on the status of those being broadcasted, assuming the Knights are able to host. We'll talk about that a little later on in varsity game, as there's a shot up and no good. That one goes from the mid-range, but offensive rebound made by 32 and no good on his shot, and back the other way. Andrew Simpson moving it over to Baranski. Now to Rosiak. Dribbling from the charity stripe, up from the NBC logo, and no good. Neither team able to score in the early goings of this half. Same score as the conclusion of the first, and then that all changes as there's a 3-ball made from deep range. 24-10. And then a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against Otsego. Three minutes, 10 seconds to go in quarter number 3 of this one. Woodmore back with the basketball. That was the first foul of the half by either team. It's committed on the Otsego side, and then there's a takeaway. Nice move to the hoop, breakaway, put it in. That was Tyler Haas. He had a few block shots in half number one. They're really cool because, got everyone excited as that goes out of bounds. People filling in to the castle right now on the Knight side. Dribbling around. Move it out. There's a wide open three from the far side. Yes, that falls for Tyler Haas again. 29-10. Back-to-back baskets for the freshman. Up floor now, Oak Harbor is up next. Now I'm getting mixed up between Oak Harbor and Woodmore. And there's Knights. Go up with it. Whistle, foul, count the basket. There's Trevor Brooks. Nice move to take it away, and now a chance to convert a good old-fashioned three-point play, make it a 22-point ball game. Brooks standing 6 foot tall. In and out on his free throw, no good. Woodmore the rebound on the defensive end. Move it out. There's a very deep three from the near side wing. That's no good. And back to Otsego. Haas underneath. Nice pass, and Simpson gets it to sneak in. 33-10. Under 2 minutes to play in quarter number 3. Knights jumped out to a very early lead, and they've just added and added and added. As there's a three that's no good. And then another defensive board. This time it's Trevor Brooks winding up with it. Haas dribbling around. Gets it up top to Troziak. Now inside Simpson from mid-range. Nice spin move and splish splash on that mid-range shot. 25-point advantage. 2 new Knights waiting to enter the game. There's a three, and that's going to fall. Went in off the glass. Approaching 60 seconds to play in the third. Oh, and there's a nice move after a nice pass and put it in. Baranski the assist and Simpson the 2 points. And then another takeaway. This time it's Rosiak, other side of the floor. Ooh, nice hesitation move, and he's going to put it in. 2 Woodmore defenders ran right on by him. And we've reached a running clock. Deficit 36 points. Or I can't do math, I'm sorry. I was getting ahead of myself. Deficit 26 points as we have a whistle and new Knights into the game. Inbound at 32 of the corner. Now up top. Here's a three, and that's no good. Woodmore has had a pair of threes fall today in this quarter. There's a deep one up, and that's no good. And back to Otsego. 15 seconds until quarter break. 39-13. Otsego leads Woodmore by 26 points. Hilliard now 3 from the top of the key. That's no good off the back iron, but a nice offensive rebound, and then put it in that time. Cameron Donaldson just ahead of the buzzer. It's 41-13 after 3. I'll be right back. This is Otsego TV. Welcome back to this freshman game between Woodmore and Otsego. Of course, Oak Harbor and Otsego play up next. It is 41-13, heading into quarter number 4, the final 6 minutes of this first game. Knights running away with it. Unless you say they already have run away with it. Depends on which way you want to look at it. Woodmore will start with it this quarter. And that's taken away right off the bat. Knights picking up right where they left off. There's a three from the top of the key. No good for Donaldson. He made that shot just ahead of the buzzer in the third. Couldn't make that one, so the score stays put. There's a deep three from the far wing. That's no good. Too much power under it. And then out of bounds, that one goes. Wildcats will keep it as Langham was the last to touch it on the Otsego side. Inbound it for the first O in Otsego to the corner. Jump and shoot, no good on that shot. Brandon Carroll up the floor, slowing the tempo. Now move it over. There's a three. No good for Beckstein. He's wide open. But Hilliard, nice rebound, and then he's going to be fouled going back up with it. 57 seconds into the fourth quarter, and Hilliard will go back to the line. Ryan Hilliard stands at 5'11". Of course, he's a freshman. Otherwise, he wouldn't be playing in the freshman game. Misses his first free throw. Knights make a quick substitution. Trevor Huddleston will enter the game from Cameron Donaldson. Shot number 2 up and no good for Hilliard, but an offensive rebound's made, and then no good for Beckstein on his putback. Back to Woodmore. Swinging around the arc, drive, take that shot, and that's going to rattle in off the backboard for 45. Now we'll see what Otsego likes to do on offense. You'd assume Coach Bernthus will tell him just to slow it down and eat some clock. So now Carroll take the three, and that's going to fall. He's wide open. Almost when you're wide open, it's like you're tempting me to take this, so might as well take it. It's 44-15. 29-point advantage. Up and no good, and then Hilliard there to rebound it. Now Carroll will take it up the floor. His initial move, I guess you could say, at the far side wing, he ended up passing it instead of shooting it, despite Hutton right behind him saying, take the three, take the three. Second time he did, and he made it. Varsity players over on the bench excited about that one as that three falls. Ethan Beckstein. Back-to-back threes for the orange, black, and white. And then that is going to be poked away out of bounds. We'll see whose basketball. It's going to be Otsego with 3 minutes, 31 seconds to go in the fourth. Another substitution on the Otsego side. Donaldson back in, taking the place of Ethan Beckstein. There's the inbound. Of course, as many of you know, Brandon Carroll, son to the varsity head coach, as there's a three, no good, that one goes. Steve Carroll, now in his fourth year, heading up the varsity program, no good. Scramble drill for it, and now a whistle and a foul. The halfway mark of the quarter. Woodmore will keep it. So each team now committing one foul this quarter. Pass to the corner. There's a three ball up and splish, splash. Look at the threes falling in the fourth quarter. Carroll up top. Moving over, there's a catch and shoot three. That's no good. Too much power under it for Huddleston, but an offensive rebound. Hilliard, dribble, up, good from the block. Powered his way through it. .51, up top to 31. Take it from elbow, no good, that goes. Now swinging it the other way for Otsego. Spraying Carroll. And now whistle and travel. With that, Huddleston will go over to the, check that. Hilliard will actually go over to the bench. Huddleston started going over to the bench. But Coach Burns said, nope, stay in. I think it was Beckstein who just took it away, who came back into the game. Carroll now with it, stopping at the charity stripe, and his pass is going to be tipped around and taken. Fast break opportunity. Nice job by the Knights to stop that. There's a three ball, and that's going to rattle out. The offensive rebound, no good. Approaching 90 seconds to play in the fourth and final quarter of this freshman game. There's a three, and that's going to rattle in. Trevor Huddleston. The entire Knights bench jumped up with excitement as Woodmore matches the three on the other end. They're now chanting his name. As that's going to go out of bounds. Not a good pass there. But yeah, that must feel good as a player. Trevor Huddleston made that three and then, of course, got his teammates all hyped, and then they started chanting his name. At the 64-second mark. No look pass. Make a move. There's a long two, and that's short and no good. Rebound made by Beckstein. Dribble it back into Otsego's front court. There's a three for Donaldson, and that's going to sneak in. Made it from the near side wing. Entire Knights bench getting up again. At least player-wise. And we're just trading three shots as that one goes no good with 45 from the top of the key. 15 seconds until this one is over, and it looks like the Knights are just going to dribble this one out. 55-21. What a performance by the freshman team to get the victory over Woodmore. Old NBC rival. We're going to step aside, and we're going to come back in about 15 minutes to get the junior varsity game underway. Oak Harbor will enter the castle and play a doubleheader for them, and then for Otsego will be game 2 of a triple header. Don't go anywhere. This is Otsego TV. You can email me anytime with any questions, comments, or concerns at 25knap@otsegoKnights.org. Also, if you want me to send you a PDF copy of our remaining January and February Otsego TV schedules, please shoot me an email and I will send that over to you. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for watching. Hello, sports fans, and welcome back to Otsego TV for Game 2 of the Knights triple header. This time, they have a matchup with the Oak Harbor Rockets after defeating the Woodmore Wildcats handily in the freshman game. My name is Caden Knapp. I'll take you through this one and the next game. Clock reads 5:59. We're getting ready to get this junior varsity game underway. Thank you all for tuning in on this lovely Friday, at least compared to some days of recent. Toss the ball up, and we're underway with the Knights possessing the tip. Brayton Knapp now with it after Ayers passed it to him. Knights, of course, going to the west. Knapp drives. Dribbles around up top. And then that's going to be poked away, but the Knights do get it back. It was Jack Hartman. Knapp finds himself back with it up top. Dribble around. Knapp had it tipped around, and now Hutton winds up with it. Knights have had the basketball for the first 45 seconds of this one. Trying to get on the board first is Byer from the NBC logo back out to Knapp. Harbor putting on lockdown defense, and then Knapp is going to be fouled. Looks like they're going to tag Tyler Stewart, the sophomore, with it. The foul. That'd be his first in the game's first as well by either team. Hartman will inbound it. Now, many of you will notice Toby Powell not part of the junior varsity roster at the moment because he's gotten a bigger role in the varsity team. We'll see how big that role is today. There's a mid-range jumper, no good that time. That was Hartman. First offensive possession of the game for the Rockets, and Hutton's going to take it away. Fast break opportunity, the hoop he goes, and he's going to lay it in to open up the scoring. 2-0 Otsego. 5:24 and counting to go in the opening quarter of play. Double team, pass it out of there, now underneath. Ooh, nice pass, and then no good on the shot that time for Hubbins. And Oak Harbor will get it back. But yeah, talk about perfect passing there. There's the inbound. It was Witt, the passer. He has the basketball now, takes a three from the wing, no good. And then Byer there to rebound it. Back the other way go the Knights. Now ahead to Hutton using his speed, and he moved around Brooks and put it in. 4-0. Other side of the floor. Oak Harbor. Pair of missed shots so far. They've slowed down the tempo. Passing it up top. Now to the wing. Drive, make a move, take that shot, and that's going to sneak in. It was Zane Brooks, the sophomore, opening up the scoring for the Rockets. Nice three-point passing there, make a move, and now Byer's going to match it on the other side of the floor and put it back at a 4-point lead. Knapp, the only Knight in the Rockets' backcourt. Pass it ahead, a little bit of space there, and no good on the shot that time for Perkins. And the Knights wind up with it again. Knapp full steam ahead and has that swatted away. That was Ayers who got a hand on it. And the Knights will get it back. Braden Ayers, the sophomore. Stands at 6'3", by the way. To Knapp's 5'11". 3 minutes, 45 seconds, opening quarter of play. Hutton with the basketball up top. And then that's taken away. Hartman just had it stolen from him by Garrett Perkins, the junior. Now Brooks moving it over. Now Perkins up top. Back to Witt, loose ball, and that's taken away. Lob it ahead, there's Hutton slowing it down as he was double teamed. Now makes a move to the hoop, and he's going to be fouled going up with it. At the 3:11 mark of the first quarter, we're going to get our first free throws of the contest as they're going to charge that foul to Braden Ayers. Second foul of the game committed by Oak Harbor. First by Ayers. Hutton at the line makes his first one. With that, Byer will exit the game for Landon Koch. And Williams will enter for Hartman. Tyler Stewart also in on the Oak Harbor side. Waiting shot number 2, up and good. 8-2 the score, 6-point contest. Knights out to a strong start. Wide open 3 from the near side corner. Splash, splash. That was Belcher. 8-5, a much needed shot for Oak Harbor. Koch gets it back. Knapp dribbling. Back to Williams. Sophomore to sophomore exchange. Now to Ayers at the elbow. He's going to drive to the hoop, make a nice move, and no good on his shot. And then scramble drill for the basketball, and Oak Harbor winds up with it. It's the other Ayers. Braden Ayers. And that's a high pass that's going to be out of bounds. Ayers the last to touch it on the Oak Harbor side. So Knights basketball. 4 green jerseys in the Knights backcourt. Hutton out of the trap, has his pass deflected and taken away. And then loose ball, scramble drill. Belcher was there on Oak Harbor side, and Hutton was there on Otsego side. Jump ball, the possession arrow in favor of the Rockets. They'll get it. 2:19 first quarter, defensive first quarter, that's for sure. Knights only so far have been able to get 5 shots. Inbound it and go up with it, and that's good for Hubbins. His first basket. 6 total shots today for Oak Harbor. There's a whistle and their 3rd team foul. Charge that to Belcher. His first. Now Koch take a 3. No good. He was short on the shot, and then Ayers the rebound, though. Reset the offense. Now driving. Have that blocked away from behind. That was Hutton trying to go up with it. Looked like it was Braden Ayers who got a hand on it. Spin move on the other side of the floor. That's no good. Short, but offensive rebound made. Pass it out. There's a shot up and no good from beyond the arc, but another offensive rebound, and then Koch winds up with that pass. Took it away. One-point differential on the scoreboard. Williams with it. Now over to Koch. Under 90 seconds to play in the first quarter. This junior varsity game. Williams drive, take the shot, rattle in. Third different night to score so far. Hutton and Byer also in the scoring column. That pass to be tipped around and taken by Keegan Hutton. Now he's going to slow it down with 60 seconds on the first quarter timer. Both teams trying to bring in 2 new players at the next stoppage. Knapp's pass is going to be grabbed by Hutton. Lucky it wasn't taken away. So Hutton had to fight for that. Takes the mid-range J. Splish, splash. Hutton's 3rd basket of the early evening. 12-7. Double team, pass it over. Got to get it across in 10. The Rockets do, and then a whistle. And the first foul of the game committed by the Knights is going to go against Keegan Hutton. So the clock stops at 30.4. As both teams make substitution. On the Knights side, Byers back in, and in for the first time is Monty Martin. So junior and a sophomore in. There's the inbound. Belcher, deep three. No good. Off the mark, and then Koch there to rebound it. And then back with it are the Rockets. Hesitate move, drive to the hoop, whistle, and a foul count. The basket. Braxton Witt. They charged that foul to Landon Koch. His first foul. As Oak Harbor's going to take their first free throw of the game. It's Braxton Witt. Shot up and good. 2-point contest. 19.7 to go in the quarter. Koch going to get it back to his inbounder, Breyer. No rush, and then that pass from Breyer is going to go to the defense, and then that pass is going to be tipped away out of bounds. Oak Harbor will get it back with 10 seconds to go. Belcher was passing it behind his body, and it was Breyer who got a hand on it to deflect it away. Looked like Perkins was the intended target as Koch and Martin will exit the game on the Otsego side. Hartman and Ayers back in, it looks like. Dribble around Belcher, moving it up top, 6 seconds on the clock. Stewart, pass it over, there's a three, no good that time, and Byers gonna rebound it, and that will bring us to the conclusion of quarter number one. 12-10 the score in favor of Otsego. This is Otsego TV. My name's Caden Knapp. You can email me anytime at 25knapp@OtsegoKnights.org. We're going to step aside and come right back to this junior varsity game. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the start of quarter number two of this junior varsity game. I'd like to take this moment to show you the remaining schedule for the month of January. Of course, the only dates you need to pay attention to are the 27th and 28th. That's a week from Monday and a week from Tuesday. Girls basketball plays a doubleheader against Elmwood. I'll be there for that. And then on the 28th, the boys basketball returns home to take on Lake in a triple header starting at 4:45. Brandon Floro will rejoin me on the 28th for that. And then moving forward to February, we have three for sure broadcast schedule. We will maybe do the one on the 15th. It's a to be determined. And then we'll keep you posted on postseason, sectional, and district broadcast dates. If you want a PDF copy of our January and February schedules, email me and I'll send those over. Hutton dribbling around with the basketball. Now Knapp stops in the mid-range. Back up top to Hutton. And then loose ball, and that's going to be taken. Carver putting on good defense so far, and that pass to the corner is deflected. But Belcher got it. Jump stop to the paint, no good. A lot of power on that shot from Zane Brooks. Hutton at the elbow. Moves it up top to Hartman. And that's going to be another takeaway. Second consecutive possession where Oak Harbor's taken the ball away from Otsego. Still down two. Dribble down to the top, take that three. No good, too much power under it. Third missed three for Belcher. He's 1 of 4 from the floor. Byer, top to Hartman. Now Knapp, take that three. Yes, rattled in. 15-10. Up floor. Dribble around for the NBC logo up, and no good in that highly contested shot, but offensive rebound, no good, and then no good again. But another offensive board. Now a three from the corner. That's going to fall. Off balance three for Garrett Perkins. Doesn't matter. It's 15-13. Knapp jump stop. Pivoting around through the double team and had it stripped away legally by Brooks. Now he's going to get ahead to Belcher. Spin move. 4 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the half, and stride and a whistle and a foul. I think they're going to tag Ayers with that foul. It'll be his first. It is also the team's first foul of the quarter. Is at the line to shoot for two is Garrett Perkins. Stands at 6 foot tall. Misses his first free throw short. As Eldon Thorne will enter the game for Gordon Ayers. Braxton Witt will also re-enter the game on the Oak Harbor side. And so will Hubens. 0 for 2 trip there for Perkins. Keeps the score put at 15-13. Knapp dribbling around. Triple team puts it up anyway and somehow got that to sneak in. 5 points for the sophomore. Now to the corner. Has it out to the wing, moving inside. Double team. Knights stealing off the inside at the moment as there's a shot that's blocked away. That was Hutton who got a hand on it. No good for Benj, but rebound after a missed shot and no good, and then out of bounds. Witt wound up with the basketball on Oak Harbor side and then missed a shot, got it back, and then it was knocked out of bounds as Ayers will re-enter the game on the Oak Harbor side. Dribbling around, NBC logo, pass it, nice setup, and then the finish for Perkins. 5 points, 17-15. Knapp now trapped in the corner. He's going to pass it away to Hartman. Hartman now trapped around the baseline, and he's going to be fouled. We're going to tag that foul to Braxton Witt. Like Gordon Ayers and Trey Serrato enter the game for Otsego. 3 minutes, 8 seconds until intermission. Oak Harbor ringing the full court press. Knapp double teamed again, gets it ahead to Hutton. 3-on-2 for the Knights, and that's good. That was Bryce Byers, second basket of the game, up to 4 points and back to a 4-point differential on the scoreboard. And then Knapp just pokes that one away, but right place, right time for Witt. Witt now passing underneath. And there's another pass, double team along the baseline, and that's intercepted by Knapp. Perkins tried to find something. The Knights said no, as Ayers and Serrato were there on defense. Hutton backing away to slow the momentum. And then he's going to have it stripped away. And then a whistle and out of bounds, I believe, is going to be called. They said Braden's Ayers. Nope, they got timeout. So, yeah, Ayers, was tight-roping the baseline, and then looks like Coach used the timeout, though, just in the nick of time. Rob Hahn. But I'm going to pull up that February schedule once again for the 30-second timeout. That Genoa game is still to be determined broadcast-wise. Now, the week of the 17th is when we're thinking that we'll have postseason play. Still to be determined if the Knights will host and what times. Talk about that more as the varsity game lingers. This is quarter number 2, 19-15. Approaching 2 minutes. Passing around the arc. Spin move. Up top, Perkins. Stops at the elbow, moves it out. There's a very deep three from the far wing, and that's no good. Hutton was in the face of Witt, but somehow Oak Harbor gets it back. Nice effort there by Perkins. Now catch and shoot. Rattle in from beyond the arc. Back to a 1-point contest. Second three of the game by Garrett Perkins. Both have been off balance. And then a blocking foul. The guilty party, Matthew Hubens. His first. Hutton will inbound it from the tee in Otsego, west side of the gymnasium. Get into Byer, dribbling around, and then had that taken away. Spin around, and Brooks got it away. Perkins now bumps Byer, no good on his shot, and back the other way, and then out of bounds. Now Landon Koch and Brayton Knapp will re-enter the game. A lot going on in a short period of time. 1 minute, 15 seconds to go in the first half. The Knights junior varsity team coming off a loss to Eastwood at the Stroh Center last Saturday. One minute until intermission. Move it over. Drives to the double team and a whistle and a foul. We're looking at free throws for Zane Brooks. That's Landon Koch's second foul. Both fouls that he has committed have resulted in Oak Harbor shooting free throws. No good on the first shot for Brooks, the sophomore. Perkins, the only other Rocket to go to the line thus far. He went 0 of 2. Whistle. I think there was a violation on the Oak Harbor side, so they did not count the free throws, trying to listen to what the officials were saying. I think someone might have left early, so they don't get the second free throw. 50 seconds to go in the half, and we're going to get another foul. Hubens a little too aggressive on the sideline there as he committed his second foul. Knapp, move it over to Hutton. Back to Knapp. Wide open three from the top of the key. No good on that shot. And back to Oak Harbor with Stewart, the rebound. Just back into the game. Almost 30 seconds until half. Perkins dribbling around, stopping at the elbow. And then his pass is going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Witt. All of Witt's momentum was taking him west, but he needed to be going east. See if the Knights try and make this the last possession of quarter number 2. There's a foul. It's going to be the fourth foul committed this quarter by Oak Harbor. Braxton Witt, guilty party of a second. .5 seconds to go. Next defensive foul by Oak Harbor will result in Knights free throws. And, loose ball taken. 3 seconds, drive to the hoop, no good. Perkins there to rebound it, and no good at the buzzer. So that'll do it for half number 1. The Knights clinging on to a 1-point advantage after 14 minutes of play. My name is Caden Knapp. This is Otsego TV. You can email me anytime at 25knapp at otsegonnights.org with any questions, comments, or concerns, or if you want me to send you a PDF copy of our remaining January and beginning of February Otsego TV broadcast schedules. Also, if you're enjoying this broadcast, please hit the thumbs up button on this live stream to tell us that you are enjoying it. We'll be right back in about 10 minutes to get half number 2 of this university game underway. 19-18. Welcome back to the start of half number 2 of this junior varsity game here in the castle. My name is Caden Knapp. It is 19-18 in favor of the Knights. They're leading the Rockets. As both teams set to break their respective huddles. Game 2 of the triple header for Otsego. Game 1 of the double header for Oak Harbor. Thank you for joining us on this Friday, January 17th, 2025. Oak Harbor will start with the basketball. Now going to the west. Blow the whistle. Toss the ball in, and we're back underway in the first half. As you see on the scoreboard, Oak Harbor scored 18 total points. They went 7-24 from the floor, which equates to 29.16%. Shot up and no good that time, but offensive rebound off the deflection for Witt. Now a wide open 3-ball, splish, blast from the near side wing. That was Ayers. 21-19. Here go the Knights. I do believe this is the first time they've trailed this one, as there's a whistle and a foul, with the guilty party being Garrett Perkins, his first. Team's first as well. Now, as I just said, Oak Harbor went 7-24 in the first half from the floor. Knights, on the other hand, went 8 of 14, so 14 less attempted shots. Percentage-wise, 57.14%. That pass over to Hartman. Gets it back from Byer. Moves it over to Byer. Take that three. A lot of space. No good off the back iron. His second missed three of the evening. 2 of 4 from the floor in total. And then we have a whistle and a foul going up with it. Brayton Knapp will be the guilty party of the shooting foul. Braxton Witt will go to the line to shoot for 2. First free throw, good. Braxton Witt listed as a guard on the roster, 5'10", sophomore. Trying to make it a 2-possession game. He will do that. Started off the half on a 5-0 run. Byer gets it off the tip around. Back to Byer. Make a move to the hoop from the block. No good on his shot. And then back to Oak Harbor. That was Hubens who wound up with it. Hubens and Witt, pair of players with 2 fouls, so got to be careful as that's blocked from behind. Ayers and Hartman got a hand on it. Now ahead to the speedy Hutton. He's going to put it in despite Ayers being in his face. Hutton leads the team in scoring. Now up to 10 points and then a whistle. This foul is going to go against Gordon Ayers, his second. Team second as well, was on the floor, so we'll get an inbound from the T in Otsego. West side of the gym, fake the handoff. Pass it over to Perkins. No good from the block, and Ayers the rebound. He's sandwiched, got it away. And here go the Knights, storming down the floor. Down by 2, Knapp, whistle, foul. Brayden Ayers, his second. 5:09 to play in quarter number 3. Brayton Knapp at the line to shoot for 2. Has a chance to even the ledger. Keegan Hutton, the only other Knight to go to the line so far. Missed the first shot. It's now Monty Martin. The sophomore will enter for Jack Hartman. Sophomore for sophomore exchange. Now waiting shot number 2. Up and good. A 1-2 trip, 23-22. Brooks with it, move it over. Perkins, 3 from the wing, no good. And then it's going to wind up with the Knights. Here they go, other side of the floor. Pass it ahead. Hutton, that blocked away. My goodness, Ayers came out of nowhere to ensure Hutton was not able to lay in that shot. Hunting inbound it from the Ennin Knights, east side of the gym. There's 5 minutes to go in the third. Knapp with it, and he lost his dribble. Ayers wound up with it on the defensive end. Love it down underneath, and that's no good. And then Keegan Hutton gets it. First missed shot of the game for Braden Ayers. Bryce Beyer, Monty Martin, Brayton Knapp. Moving around the arc. Knapp. That's poked away. And then a whistle and a foul. Other end of the floor. It'll be Brayton Knapp's second. He and Beyer will exit the game for Koch and Williams. It was on the floor, foul-wise. Now, that wasn't entirely Knapp's fault on it getting taken away. The handoff was kind of not a good place, because there's an Oak Harbor defender right in between the two. Up and no good on that shot. Hutton had that poked away, other side of the floor, and that's going to go out of bounds because Garrett Perkins just looks like he lost his balance and then he just tried to save the basketball. No one home. Still a 1 point differential on the scoreboard. Oak Harbor bringing that full court press. Hutton double teamed right off the inbound, gets out of it, speeding up the floor, dribbling around. And then a whistle and a dribble out of bounds. When the floor got shorter down there, right in front of the baseline, you could tell his dribble got much higher and looked like he didn't have as much control, and as a result, it came down in the black. Double team, move it out. Brooks with it, up top. Approaching 3 minutes, drive, no good on that shot. Rebound, whistle, foul, count the basket. Braden Ayers was there to put it in, and he'll go to the line and try and convert a good old-fashioned three-point play. The guilty party, Aiden Williams, his first. Already the Knights' fourth, so one more defensive foul committed by the Knights, or offensive foul, and Oak Harbor will be in the bonus, as Ayers will exit the game for Jack Hartman. Shot up and no good. And then out of bounds. Oak Harbor ball. So now the Rockets make substitution of their own. Tyler Stewart will enter the game, and so will Aiden Belcher, sophomore and freshman. 3:07 mark. Inbound it. Belcher now with it. Two-step move, blocked away. Monty Martin said, not my watch. Move it out to Landon Koch. Now slowing the pace. Keegan Hutton. 3-point deficit for Otsego. Triple team, Williams no good, and then back to the green and red. They've controlled this quarter. Jump stop, go up with it, no good there. Get it back though, it was Ayers who wound up with it. Whistle, foul, count the basket again. Braden Ayers is going to have another chance to convert a good old-fashioned three-point play. And for the remaining 2 minutes and 17 seconds of this third quarter, any Knight defensive foul will result in Oak Harbor free throws. Free throw up, good. As now the Knights bring in 5 new players. Brayton Knapp, Trey Serrato, Bryce Byer, Eldon Hanthorne, and Gordon Ayers. Coach Keeper trying to get something going. They've only scored 3 points this quarter. Give it away again. Double team, making moves, move it out behind the arc. There's a 3 ball. No, it was short that time by Witt. He's ice cold right now. Now Byer, other side, has that poked away by Witt. And with 2 minutes to go, it will be Otsego basketball. The reason I say Witt is ice cold is he's scored 2 points this half, both of which coming from the charity stripe, but he's missed 8 total shots today. He's 0 for 4 this half. Knapp with the basketball. Now Hanthorne. Pivoting around, gets it back out to Knapp. Now driving from the wing and hesitation, move up with it. No good on his shot. And then another defensive board. This time it's Hubens. Knapp started the game 2 of 2 from the floor. Now 2 of 4. And then that's going to be a kickball violation. Byer just stuck his foot out. Looked like a punt. So now the Knights make substitutions. Keegan Hutton and Jack Hartman will enter the game. The Knights have 5 players over on the bench right now. As they have a whistle and an offensive foul away from the ball. It was Tyler Stewart, the guilty party of a second. Knapp covered up well. Spoke too soon because Belcher committed a foul right as I said that. He was covered up well for a moment, and then Knapp continued moving, and Belcher committed the foul. Much contact. Knapp speeds it up the floor, 2-on-2, does it himself and banks it in. 4-point game, 28-24, and then Hutton takes it away. Spin move, up with it, and he's going to go to the line to shoot for 2 as Braden Ayers commits foul number 3. So he's in a bit of foul trouble. Hutton 2 of 2 today from the charity stripe, 57.4 seconds to play. Shot 1 good. Now, as I noted earlier, Toby Powell, obviously not over on the bench right now because he's seen much increased role of the varsity team. Shot number 2, in and out, no good for Hutton. 28-25, and then back to Otsego after that went out of bounds. But there is a chance that Powell actually gets a start today as well. He's really a spark plug for the varsity team. We shall see, though. Snap, slowing it down. Knights can tie or bring this game within 1 this possession. And then Knapp had that tipped away, but got it back. Now move it over to Hutton. Hutton driving. Stops his dribble, move it out to Knapp for the tie. No good, in and out. That one went, and Byer gets the rebound. Another Knight possession on offense. Now Hartman take the long 2, no good, but he does get his own rebound. Tightrope the baseline, move it out to Byer, and then have it stripped away by Stewart. And with 8 seconds, here we go. And other side of the floor. Take a 3 as time expires, and no good there for Braxton Witt. So it's 28-25 in favor of the Oak Harbor Rockets after 3 quarters of play in this junior varsity game. My name is Caden Knapp. This is Otsego TV. You can email me anytime at 25knap at otsego9th.org with any questions, comments, or concerns, or if you want a PDF copy of our upcoming Otsego TV schedule. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Welcome back to the Castle and the start of quarter number 4 of this junior varsity game. My name's Caden Knapp. It is 28-25. Heading into this fourth 7 minutes of gameplay. Knights started, and we're underway. In the first quarter, the Knights scored 12. In the second, they scored 9, and then just 6 in the third. So going down in threes. And then on the other hand, well, we're going to have a Hutton 3 that's short and no good. Just a second missed shot, and then Knapp, the rebound, puts it up, no good, short on his, and then that'll go out of bounds to Oak Harbor. But as I was saying, on the other hand, you have Oak Harbor, who scored 10 in the first, 8 in quarter number 2, and then 10 in quarter number 3. So that's how we're here at 28-25. Dribble around. Take the shot for the NBC logo. That's short, but a rebound and then a whistle and a block away, but not legally. They'll be Ayers' third. He was in disagreement, and so were some of the folks in attendance today as the pep band starts walking in. Fridays are for basketball during the winter. Shot number 1 is no good for Garrett Perkins. It's been a little bit since we said his name. He had a fairly decent first half, scoring 8 points, leading the team at that point. He was subbed out in the early goings of the third, didn't get back in. And then no good as free throw, but a put back. Right place, right time for Hubens. His first basket since the early goings of this one, 30-25. Byer with the basketball. Dribbling, whistle, foul. They're going to get Aiden Belcher, the freshman, with that foul. His third foul. It's really packing in here at the Castle, at least on the Knights' home side. Wouldn't be surprised if Knights fans started filling in the away side because it's so full over here. Ayers with the basketball. Move it out. There's Knapp. Back into Ayers. Hartman. Hutton in the corner. Move it inside, and that's tipped away and taken. Another takeaway. This time it's Hubens who wound up with it. Clock continues rolling, now down to 5:22 to go. Belcher with the basketball. Looks like Oak Harbor just trying to take their time as there's a whistle, and out of bounds it goes off of Knapp. So a whistle and a timeout is going to be called by Oak Harbor. It's just a 30-second timeout. 30-25, 5:08 to play in the fourth, and not a bad timeout because, I mean, this is a relatively big possession, and I believe that Coach Rob Hahn, knows that because he knows if they score here, makes it a 2-possession game. 3 possession, excuse me. I said 2. It's a 2 possession game right now, but a basket here would make it a 3 possession game. Knights lead scores still Keegan Hutton. He has 11 points in total. Knights actually have 4 different scores, so not a lot of scoring distribution. Hutton, Williams, Knapp, and Byer only scores. Compare that to Oak Harbor, you have 6 different scores. Their scoring distribution definitely a lot more spread out as well. As that goes out of bounds, so sure that's not what Coach Hahn drew up in the timeout. A big defensive possession for the Knights as they get it back. Belcher, Brooks, Ayers, Perkins, Hubens, and Witt are the scorers for the Rockets. Approaching the 4:30 mark of quarter number 4. Dribbling around in front of the bench is Knapp. And he's going to be guilty of an over and back. He doesn't disagree. He doesn't agree with it, and Coach Kiefer doesn't either. His right foot came down, though, in the backcourt. Goes down as a turnover. And then a whistle and offensive foul. This is going to go away from the ball. They're going to tag Garrett Perkins, second personal foul. Williams will re-enter the game. Taking the place of, it looks like, Jack Hartman. So those two have been switching in and out for the majority of this one. Williams, fade away, no good. And then Byer somehow gets the rebound out to Hutton, take a 3 from the wing, short on his shot, but another offensive rebound is made. Go back up with it now, it's Knapp, no good from beyond the arc there, and then out of bounds to Oak Harbor. It goes with 3:44 to go. Still a 5-point differential on the scoreboard at 30-25. Knapp started this game 2 of 2 from the floor since. He is 1 of 6. And then a whistle. Timeout. Smart timeout there called by Coach Hahn, as Perkins was in a bit of a pickle there in front of the scores table. It's a full 1-minute timeout at the 3:32 mark of quarter number 4. 30-25 the score still. We'll be right back to Otsego TV. Email me anytime, 25knap at otsegoknights.org. Welcome back to Otsego TV and the start of, I wouldn't say start actually, I'll say the conclusion of quarter number 4. Don't know why I said start. It's 30-25, 3:32 to go. The start of the conclusion of this one. Up top. See what the game plan is at this possession on offense for Oak Harbor. Belcher with it up top, dribbling around, underneath pass, now out. Drive the baseline with Perkins, up with it, and that's good. 10 points for the junior. and it's a 7-point game. Knapp now takes a three, no good. Off the back iron, got his own rebound though. At the elbow, dribbling, pass it over. Aiden Williams now to the corner with Byer, take a three, and that rattles in and out. And back to O'Carber. But the defenders go up with it. No good there for Belcher. Offensive rebound and splish splash on that fadeaway for Tyler Stewart, sophomore. No good there. Fight for the basketball underneath. O'Carber winds up with it, and then a kickball violation. Byer sneakily stuck his foot out there, but it was just slow enough that the officials were able to catch it. As Knapp will go over to the bench for Landon Koch. 2:14 to play. 9-point differential now. Perkins moving it over to Belcher. High dribble, whistle, and a carry. Tyler Stewart, guilty party. As now Martin will enter the game and right back into it, Brayton Knapp. Aiden Williams set to inbound it near side. Brayton Knapp. And Williams to the corner with Koch. Driving the baseline. Now over. There's a three up and no good for Knapp. He's wide open there. And back to O'Carber. Under 90 seconds to play. The basket here can lock up this one as Hutton commits a foul. We'll say the fouls did, though, kind of rack up on O'Carber, though. Belcher has three right now. Braden Ayers has three. And then they have four separate players with two fouls as well, as Hutton no good on his three. And now whistle and travel. On the Knights side, they have four players with at least two fouls. Gordon Ayers has three, Keegan Hutton has two, Landon Koch has two, and then Brayton Knapp has two, as we have a whistle and a timeout with 1:21 to play in quarter number 4. Just a reminder, the varsity game is to follow. This is a quick 30-second timeout. Going more in depth to O'Carber's foul, you have Aiden Belcher with three, Tyler Stewart with two, Braden Ayers with three, Garrett Perkins with two, Matthew Hubens with two, and then Braxton Witt with two as well. So it's either you're in foul trouble or you've committed none for O'Carber. And on Otsego's side, for the most part, it's you're in relative foul trouble or you've committed none, with the exception of Aiden Williams, who's committed one foul. And you can probably notice, yeah, Knights fans are starting to fill in the opposite side there, especially right behind the Knights bench. Knapp to inbound it from the K&N Knights, east side of the gymnasium. Knapp traveled. He tried going up with it, and his feet came down before he passed it away. Knights started off this game really well, and then now Knapp commits foul number 3. But yeah, the Knights really started off this game well, but ever since the second quarter, O'Carber kind of muscled their way back into it and, kept it close, and then wound up, obviously, now pulling away and giving themselves a 9-point advantage with 1:14 to play in the fourth. They just used a full timeout, did the Rockets. When we step aside, come right back to Otsego TV. out of the timeout. Oak Harbor basketball. Here's the inbounds. And then a takeaway. If the Knights want to make a comeback, it has to start now, you'd think. I mean, we're at 65 seconds left in regulation. There's a three by Byer, no good. Martin there to rebound it, though. A lot of traffic underneath, and he gets it away to Williams, who tried to save it in bounds, but he could not. Yeah, definitely the missed shots racking up for the Knights. Like I said, they only took 14 shots in the first half and made 8 of them. The second half, I'll count them up in the next stoppage, assuming we get one. The Knights have it back with 50 seconds. Byer with it. But based on the eye test, we do have quite a few missed shots. A lot more than 6. So that's no good. And out of bounds with 35.8 to go. There's the inbounds and then a whistle. But yeah, 22 total missed shots this game. So they're 10 of 32 from the floor. Quick math tells you that's 2 of 18 in half number 2. So only 2 baskets made. As there's a whistle. Keegan Hutton commits a foul. So now Oak Harbor will go to the line to shoot. Now we compare that to Oak Harbor missing 29 total shots today. Free throw number 1 is no good. They've made 13. So they've taken 42 shots in total, which 10 more than the Knights. Free throw 2 is good for Belcher. They made 6 field goals in the second half, plus some free throws. Up and no good on that shot. And then a whistle and another foul, this time with 17.3 to go. It's going to be Bryce Byer committing his first, so more free throws. But yeah, only making 2 field goals in a half, let alone a quarter. Is going to not get you far in basketball. Free throw 1 falls. Shot number 2 also no good. (36-25), 10 seconds. Oak Harbor's just going to dribble this one out. They get the victory. As now the official's going to call a 3 in the key, and they're just going to run the clock. 36-25. So disregard the 3 in the key, I guess. At least our scores table thought they should. But I guess, I mean, really the main thing that Oak Harbor struggled in that game was their free throw. They missed a total of 10 free throws. And they made 6. So 6 of 16 from the cheer stripe. The Knights, 4 of 6. So 36-25, the final score. We have a Hall of Fame induction down on the floor. It is Hall of Fame night, so we're going to send you down there, and I'll be back. This is Otsego TV.
Chuck is a 1976 graduate of Otsego High School. He spent his life making the Otsego community a better place to live. He is a retired owner of the Thomas Family Cattle Farm, one of the original family farms that started the Great Lakes Family Farm Beef Marketing Co-op. He's been a two-time president of Wood County Beef Producers, where he won the Outstanding Service Award in 2015. He's the past president of the Northern Ohio Grain Co-op, vice president of Grand Rapids Historical Society since 2009, co-chair Apple Butter Fest since 2009, and the current president of the Otsego Food Pantry and one of the original organizers of the Civil War Series for the Otsego 8th grade. Chuck has been a previous recipient of the Grand Rapids Volunteer of the Year Award and won the Modern Human Hometown Hero Award just last year. He's now with the First Presbyterian Church since 1993, led 15 mission trips to Mississippi following the devastation of Hurricane Katrina, along with mission trips to Texas and Florida. Thank you, Chuck, for your contributions to our community, and welcome to the Otsego Hall of Fame. Our next inductee is Jeff Hall. If you're not familiar with Jeff's name, you're definitely familiar with Jeff's work. Jeff followed his father's love for photography. He has taken wedding photos, senior pictures, team photos over the years, and he's photographed all the Little Leaguers at Carter Park for the last 2.5 decades. Jeff is the official photographer for Boise State, and was held at BGSU, and now we're at college at Miami University. He was employed at BGSU in the Office of Public Relations and was the athletic university photographer. He is currently a lecturer for a course he offers in digital photography. One of Jeff's most rewarding projects was with the Wood County Historical Society. This undertaking had him traveling throughout the state of Ohio to photograph each county's medical institutions. Through a digital collection he created, each building would be tagged with a location and a brief history of the past so it can be remembered and permanently preserved for now and future generations. But it's just selfless documentation of the lives of athletes, stage performers, musical artists, and graduates over the decades that brings him here tonight. He's recorded all of those special moments forever in the history of ourselves, our children, and our grandchildren. And because of Jeff's contributions to our community, we welcome him to the Otsego Hall of Fame. Our final recipient tonight is Dan Shepard. Dan is a 1966 graduate of Otsego High School. Following a 25-year career at Champions Park Club, Dan decided to transition into his next career, elementary school teaching. So he went back to school, got a degree in education, and later another degree in educational administration. He went on to teach 4th and 5th grades at Weston Elementary for 5 years, then BG Schools to be an elementary principal for 13 years. While teaching at Weston, Dan teamed up with Wayne Sports to start the first Otsego softball team as a club sport. Softball eventually became a varsity sport. Dan became the varsity coach, serving 2 separate terms, 1999 to 2004, and 2012 to 2017. After his first year as head coach, Dan's varsity softball teams never had a losing season. For all of his hard work, Dan received the Ohio High School Athletic Association Respect the Game State Award in 2015. Not only is Dan instrumental in building the softball program, but he also was instrumental in getting the softball diamond built here on the Otsego campus. Dan remains active in softball by attending the fields at Otsego and instructing over 15 young pitchers in the area. He's a former athletic booster member, he worked in the press box for 40 years, he's currently the board president of the Weston Public Library, and is also a member of the board of directors for the Suburban Girls Softball Association. Tonight we're going to add one more thing to Dan's resume, and that is Otsego Hall of Fame member. Congratulations, Dan. Congratulations.
Congratulations indeed to all our Hall of Fame inductees for 2025. We're going to step aside for 15 minutes, and then we'll come back to start the varsity game between the Rockets of Oak Harbor and the Knights of Otsego. Don't go anywhere. This is Otsego TV. Hello, sports fans, and welcome to Otsego TV for this matchup, which features the Knights of Otsego 11-1 and the Rockets of Oak Harbor 2-9. It's an NBC matchup right here on Friday, January the 17th. My name's Caden Knapp. This one is gonna be fun. Students here at Otsego have an off day today, so the student section is full, and you can't see it on camera, but they're all lining up and getting ready to really welcome this Knights starting five to the floor. This is a big one. The Knights enter this game on a 2-game winning streak. They're coming off a win against the Fostoria Redmen. They've scored 70.58 points per game, and they beat Oak Harbor earlier this year when they met up in Oak Harbor. 76-58 was the final score of that. 12-10-24 was the date of that matchup. Knights also enter this game ranked number 24 in the 4th division, so a lot of excitement here on Hall of Fame night, as you can sort of see some of the student section all set up. Looking at the starting five, we're going to start with the Otsego Knights. It's Carter Lampy, Caden Hutton, Dane Fatzinger, Devin Silva, and then Jackson Ballmer is not in the starting five. It's Toby Powell, the freshman, taking his place, so a pair of freshmen in the Knights starting five for Coach Steve Carroll. Looking over at the Oak Harbor Rockets, you have Cooper Schultz, the junior, Michael Lalonde, the third. He's the senior in the starting five. Gavin Witt, another senior in the starting five. Then you have sophomore Zach Hallett in the starting five. And then the final player is Carson Steinbrick, the junior. So that's the starting five for each team. It's pretty much sold out, at least on the Knights side of the floor here in the Castle. A lot of excitement, as this is one of the best teams for boys basketball in recent memory. Here we go. Hutton in the middle for Otsego. Standing across from Gavin Witt. A pair of seniors in the middle. Hutton 6'4", Witt 6'1". So a little bit of a height differential. So we get this one underway. Toss the ball up, and off we go. Hutton gets it to Fatzinger. We're underway right here on Otsego TV. Knights going to the west. Started out with Lampy. Inside pass to Silva. Went to the corner to grab it. Moving around, spinning around. Nice pass. There's a shot, no good, off the under iron for Dane Fatzinger. Now Oak Harbor on offense for the first time this game wearing their all red jerseys. Taking a shot from the elbow, no good that time for Steinbrick. Now Hutton. Nice move to the hoop and start the scoring. Caden Hutton. 2-0. 40 seconds in. Oak Harbor enters this game ranked 108 in Division 5. Take a very deep three, and that's no good. Silva there to rebound it. Steinbrick now 0 of 2 from the floor. A minute in. Now Hutton, three from the corner, no good off the back iron. That one goes, and then Steinbrick all over the place now in the early going for Oak Harbor. Takes it the other way. Oak Harbor enters this game averaging 49.36 points per game. The Knights' average allowed points are at 49.25, so the average is lining up there. This Knights student section making noise, trying to distract this Oak Harbor offense at the 6:35 mark. Oak Harbor knows that this game is going to need to be low scoring if they want a chance, as there's a fadeaway that's no good. Started the 0 of 3. That was Hallett, the shot taker. Now Fatzinger driving. Silva. Now Lampy. Take the three from the wing. Splash! Splash! 5-0. Carter Lampy. Approaching 6 minutes to play in the opening quarter. There's a catch and shoot three from the corner, and that's no good. Another missed shot for Steinbrick. Moving around. Underneath. Hutton, fade away. No good on that shot. Too much power under it. And then out of bounds. Last touch by a Knight. When it comes to Ohio rankings, the Knights are at 144. Oak Harbor 682. Many of you know their current athletic director is Mr. Justin Slaughterbeck. He was the athletic director here at Otsego for a few years before leaving for his alma mater, as we have our first foul of the game, and it's going to be Carter Lampy, the guilty party. .5:27 mark. There's the inbound to Witt, and then had struggles with it, and Hutton was right there as it went out of bounds in front of the Knights bench. They'll get it back. It'll be Fatzinger taking it up the floor. Quick passing now underneath. Silva somehow got that back without stepping out of bounds, and then no good there, and back the other way. Pass it to the corner now, take a three, up and no good, too much power under it. That was Hallett missing his second shot. Silva, whistle, foul as he tried to get into Hutton. Bump action there. Michael Lalonde, the third, the guilty party. So each team now committing one foul at the 4:59 mark of the opening quarter of play. Powell to inbound it from the tee in Otsego. West side of the gym. Underneath, spin, shoot, good. Devin Silva. 7-0 Otsego. From the elbow, Lalonde, no good. His first missed shot, and back the other way. Another offensive possession for the Knights as Hutton, nice move, using his length to put that in. 9-0. It has been all Otsego in the early goings of this one. We're about at the 4-minute and 34-second mark. Timeout, Oak Harbor, and Coach Eric Sweet. It's just a quick 30-second timeout. Right now, Lampy has 3 points, Hutton has 4, and then Devin Silva has 2 on the Oak Harbor side. Of course, no one has scored yet for them. They are 0 of 6 from the floor as a team, with Steinbrück missing 3 shots and Hallett missing 2. Then Lalonde third missing the additional shot. They did not mention, of course, the pep band in attendance on this Hall of Fame night. The Knights, as I said, they won 76-58 at Oak Harbor. I feel like that score did not reflect that game because the Knights really dominated from start to finish in that win. Knights right now first in the Northern Buckeye Conference, 6-0. Oak Harbor 1-6, 7th in the NBC. And that's taken away by Hutton. Slam it down! Caden Hutton just stepped in front of that one and took it and slammed it, 11-0. Lalonde with the basketball, move it out. Driving, no look pass. Around the arc. Underneath, and that's going to be the first points of the game for Oak Harbor. It's Gavin Witt making 11-2. Carter Lampy with the basketball, move it over. Dane Fatzinger back to Carter Lampy. High dribble, and Powell had that one taken away. Hallett was there on the defensive end. Lalonde gets it over to Hallett. Dribbling around, pivoting around, pass to the corner, now inside with it. Along the baseline, now out and around the arc. Take the three, Lalonde from the wing, in and out. That one goes, and Hutton there to rebound it in the middle of the paint. Other side of the floor, Silva putting on the moves, up with it, no good that time. He's now 1 of 2 from the floor, the 3:18 mark of the first. Lalonde dribbling around at the elbow, passing it out to Hallett. Now there's a three from the wing. That rattles in and out. That was Steinbrück missing another one. He's 0 of 3 from beyond the arc. Hutton, triple team, gets it over to Powell. Now Lampy. You cannot notice, Caden Hutton's by far the tallest player on the floor right now. So if he's triple teamed, he's just able to hold the ball up and find an outlet, and because he sees over everyone, and his wingspan outreaches everyone. 2:30 to play in the first. Silva, 3, up and no good off the back iron. That one goes, and Schultz, the junior, there to take it for Oak Harbor. Mason Creamer over there at the scores table for Otsego, waiting to enter this one. Drive to the hoop, and no good on that shot. Nice defense put on by the Knights. Now slowing it down. Hutton pass tipped up in the air by Schultz and taken. Hallett wound up with it. Moves it back. There's a 3 from the near side. Wing splash on that one. Steinbrick finally makes his first shot of the game. It's 11-5. And Silva possesses it. Hutton at the elbow. Batzinger, 3, up and good. We're matching it. Back to a 9-point game. Lalonde passing it over. Slowly dribbling around. Now to the corner with Schultz. Approaching a minute to play in the first. It's been all Otsego thus far. Steinbrick. High pass. Witt lost it, taken away, now ahead to Hutton. That one goes, still loose, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Caden Hutton. And with 55.6 seconds to go, we're going to get substitutions. Mason Kramer and Wes Kellemeyer will enter the game on the Otsego side for Carter Lampy and Caden Hutton, giving them both breathers. As Alex Reif and Fulton Krupp enter the game on the Oak Harbor side. Oak Harbor still slowing the pace with Lalonde. Steinbrick now 3, no good. Too much power under it. Kramer there to rebound it. Clock continues ticking away as Batzinger over to Silva. Now Kramer take a 3 from the corner. No good off the back iron. That one goes. And then the rebound made on the defensive end by Steinbrick, taking it up the floor and passing it away. Gets it back now, take another 3. That one rattles in and out. Batzinger the rebound with 20 seconds to go and counting. Now Batzinger thought about taking that 3. Instead he'll pass it over to Silva. 12 seconds to play in the quarter. Coach Carroll directing the offense. 6 seconds on the clock. Batzinger, high pass to Silva. Silva take the 3, up and in and out. That one goes. Rebound made on the defensive end, and that will bring us to the conclusion of the first quarter. It's 14-5 in favor of the Otsego Knights. What a quarter that was for the orange, black, and white. My name's Caden Knapp. This is Otsego TV. You know, you can email me anytime at 25knap@otsegoKnights.org. I'm going to give you a look now. Well, we have a moment at our remaining January schedule on the 27th, which is a few Mondays from now. Girls basketball takes on Elmwood in a doubleheader. The varsity game is at 7. And then on the 28th, boys basketball returns home to take on Lake. It's a triple header. The varsity game starting at 7:30, of course. That will also be on Otsego TV. And then giving you a look ahead at our February schedule. Girls basketball takes on Fostoria in the doubleheader on the 6th. The Knights host Eastwood senior night on the 7th. Those will both be on Otsego TV. And so will the boys' home game against Delta. Another triple header there. That's in the 11th on Otsego TV. And then the game against Genoa that following Saturday is still to be determined as to if I'll be there for that or not. But another thing that was not noted on that calendar was postseason play. We're still getting updated about that, or waiting for updates. We'll post that and add that, but the week of the 17th, we believe, is when the sectionals and districts are. And once it gets near that, we'll figure out if we can broadcast it and if the Knights will be hosting. So be on the lookout for that. If you want a PDF copy of those two schedules, email me at 25knap@otsegoKnights.org. No good for Steinbrick. And then taken away by the Knights. Other side of the floor. Spinning around, Silva had it poked away. Loose ball, and Lalonde winds up with it. 30 seconds into quarter number 2. 14-5, still the tally. Hallett with the basketball. Lalonde. Dribbling back, guarded by Kellemeyer. Off to Hallett now. Making moves around the arc. Herbert trying to find something. Now take the shot up and splash from the elbow. That was Hallett, Zach Hallett, the sophomore. Second 2-point field goal of the evening for Oak Harbor. Cuts the deficit in half at 14-7. And that pass tipped around and taken by Reif. Drive, pass it now to the corner. Take a three, and that's going to rattle in. So a pair of baskets. That was Carson Steinbrick, making it a 4-point differential on the scoreboard. Steinbrick is now 2 of 9 from the floor as Kramer had that one poked away. Nope, he just lost it, said the official. Hallett was there on defense. A backcourt violation. So inbounding it will be Fulton Krupp. Near the Knights bench, inbound it to Lalonde. Knights student section getting into it again. The entire home stands are full. There's a 3 ball, that rolls in and out, and Lampy there to rebound it. Hutton now. Approaching 6 minutes to play in the second. Underneath, nice setup for Silva to finish. First point scored by the Knights this quarter. That pass is intercepted. Kramer over Hutton. Yes, so back-to-back buckets for the Knights. And it's back to an 8-point differential, 18-10. And Coach Sweet is going to use his second timeout. They're now down to 3. The Knights still have a full complement of 5 timeouts. 18-10. Caden Knapp, Otsego TV. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Castle out of the timeout. Oak Harbor opened this quarter by making a pair of shots. Knights responded with a pair of shots of their own. There's a 3 ball up and no good. Too much power under it for Lalonde. He's now 0-3. Silva. Hutton now 3 from the near side corner. No good. Too much power under that one. And then it's going to be tipped around and go out of bounds. Otsego will keep it as Powell comes back into the game, taking the place of Devin Silva, freshman for junior exchange. Lampy inbound it from the second. And Otsego. And then high inbound that's tipped around by Powell, and Lalonde winds up with it. Lalonde gets his pass over to Hallett. Now back out around the arc at the 5-minute mark of quarter number 2. Side pass, now back out. And then high pass that's intercepted by Hutton. Now ahead to Kramer, make a move to the hoop, and no good on his shot, but nice job by Hutton to tap it over to Fatzinger, and he's gonna put it in. 5 points for the freshman. Otsego back to doubling up Oak Harbor in points at 20-10 underneath, and that was short-lived as Gavin Witt now has 4 points tonight, laying that one in. Hutton, 3 from the near side, splash! Caden Hutton makes his first one from beyond the arc today. 11 points for number 5. As that's up and no good from the elbow. And then a whistle. Nope, I was thinking there's going to be a jump ball as there's a 3 splish splash there for Hallett. Good job by Schultz, though, to get that away from Kramer, who takes a 3 that's no good there off the back iron. Back the other way. For the record, the Knights do have the possession arrow in their favor at the moment. That's poked away from behind. Back to Otsego. Hutton dribbling up the floor. Nice move, and then travel violation. A little too good of a move, says the officials. Lalonde taking it slowly up the floor. Approaching 3 minutes to go in the first half. O'Carver staying within arm's reach for the time being. There's a 3 from the far side corner, no good. Air ball there for Witt. Back to Otsego. Silva just back into the game. Pass it ahead, up with it, and short, no good for Fattinger. Get his own rebound. Westall foul. Count the basket. First foul of the quarter for either team. And they're going to charge Braxton Witt, the sophomore, with the foul. Fattinger trying to make a good old-fashioned three-point play. He does. 8 points for Dane Fattinger. That pass is wild and now loose and out of bounds it goes. Last touched by Braxton Witt. We have Braxton and Gavin Witt on this Oak Harbor team. Gavin, a senior in the starting 5, and then Braxton, a sophomore. Hutton. Now to Lampy at the NBC logo. Inside pass to Powell's tipped away. And back to Oak Harbor. Out to the wing. Witt now take the deep 3. Air ball again. Now Lampy. Hutton. He's taken 2 threes from that spot already. Elects not to this time. Gets it ahead. Fattinger, nice move. Take the long 2 and put it in. Now the officials blow a whistle, as we did have a foul. To be Toby Powell the guilty party of his first foul. It came after the basket was made, though, so they did count it, at least it appears. 2 minutes to go in the half. Steinbrück with the basketball. Gets it back. Makes a move, takes a deep 3. No good that time. And now Otsego has it. Lampy fell down to the ground, was able to get it off to Silva, though. And then a whistle and a blocking foul. They're going to charge that foul to Michael Lalonde, his second. It's Hutton set to inbound it. Gets it into Fattinger. Just letting the clock tick down. Now under 90 seconds to go in the second. Lampy 3 from the wing, no good. That one goes, and there to get it for Oak Harbor was Reif. That was just Lampy's second attempted shot of the evening. There's a 3 from the corner. That's no good for Steinbrück. Lampy winds up with it. Or Lampy double teamed. Gets it over to Silva. And then a whistle and a foul. They're going to charge Lalonde with his third. So number 3 has 3 fouls. So he has a bit of foul trouble. He's one of 2 Oak Harbor players to commit a foul. As Mason Creamer enters the game for Carter Lampy. And Lalonde will go over to the bench. I think Schultz came in for him. No good on that 3 for Silva. Take that shot, middle of paint, no good. That one goes for Hallett. 40 seconds until intermission. Silva, triple team, no good that time, but offensive rebound's made. Powell poked it out to Kramer. Now Silva back with it, take the 3, no good. That one goes off the back iron, then Hutton tips it to himself and lays it in. 20 seconds to go. The Knights back to doubling up the Rockets. Hallett passing it over, now to the corner, drive, Witt, up and good. Braxton Witt gets into the scoring column. And now Silva at the buzzer, no good that time. So it's 30-17 after 16 minutes of gameplay here in the Castle. It's the Knights of Otsego who are out in front of the Rockets of Oak Harbor. My name is Caden Knapp. This has been a presentation of Otsego TV. If you are enjoying this broadcast, please hit the thumbs up button to let us know. We'll be right back in about 10 minutes to get half number 2 off and running. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the start of half number 2 here in the castle between Otsego and Oak Harbor. It's 30-17 heading into the start of the third quarter. My name's Caden Knapp. You know this is Otsego TV. You can email me anytime at 25knapp@otsego9th.org. Tomorrow night, the girls basketball team takes on Eastwood. That's, I believe, scheduled for 7 is the varsity game. I will be calling Bowling Green State University versus Northern Illinois University women's basketball at the Stroh Center. WBGU 88.1 FM. But that girls basketball game here in Bowling Green will, or here in Otsego, excuse me, will still be streamed. I just won't be there for that. So it'll just be a camera feed. Both teams switch sides and get ready to start half number 2. Lampe will inbound it. He gets it into Fatzinger. And we're back underway. Knights now going to the east. Hutton in front of the Knights bench. Gets it up top to Lampe. Lampe underneath. There's Toby Powell spinning. No good. Now back the other way it goes. As we have a whistle and a foul. There's not many fouls committed by Otsego in the first half. They just committed 2. There's Powell and Lampe each guilty of 1. That one was charged to Devin Silva. Oak Harbor really didn't commit that many fouls either. They had 2 separate players commit fouls, but Lalonde committed 3 to Witt's 1. Shooting-wise, Oak Harbor went 7 of 27 from the floor in the first half, 25.9%, and they passed that one away. Lalonde trying to find Witt in the corner. You compare that to the Knights. They went 13 of 30 from the floor, so a lot of shots. That equates to 43.3%. Lampe, take the 3. Splash, splash, Carter Lampe. Second 3 of the game for him. He's now up to 6 points. And the lead stretched to 16 for the orange, black, and white. Nice move to the hoop there. No good. And now a fight for it, and Powell winds up with it. Lampe move it inside to Toby Powell, and he'll be fouled. I believe Zach Hallett will be the guilty party. And he will be. First foul of the half on Oak Harbor. So Lampe inbounds it to Hutton. Hutton driving the baseline, pivoting around the block. Now take that turnaround, Jay. Good. Gavin Witt was in his face. He did not care. 15 points for the senior. He's 7 of 10 from the floor as well. There's a 3 from the top of the key, and that's not going to fall there for Hallett. And then a whistle. Players crashing down to the floor, and the jump ball. Oak Harbor will keep it as they have the possession arrow in their favor at the 6:30 mark of quarter number 3. 10 of Oak Harbor's 27 missed shots came from Carson Steinbrick in the first half, and that's going to be stripped away from behind. Schultz was a shot taker, other side, and Hutton's pass to Fatzinger is going to go out in front of him and out of bounds. But as I was saying, Steinbrick went 2 of 12 from the floor in the first half. You'll notice he's running up the floor right now, not with the ball. We'll see how he adjusts as he has it right now. Underneath. Ooh, nice move, and that's going to go in for Schultz. Lampe was jumping through there. Patience is a virtue, said Cooper Schultz, because he put it in after the delayed move. Hutton spinning around now to Silva. Take the 3 up and no good off the back iron. That one goes. Silva 4 points. Now 2 of 10 from the floor. NBC logo drive to the hoop and lay it in for Gavin Witt, the senior. 6 points for him now. He's 3 of 4 from the floor. 14-point differential. Now Powell take a 3. Splash, splash, Toby Powell. What a shot for him to enter the scoring column. There's now a three, and we're matching them. That was Zach Hallett making his second three of the game. He's up to 8 points. Powell, long two, short, no good, and the rebound made by Schultz on the defensive end. Other side of the floor, there's a deep three, no good. That one goes off the back iron for Lalonde. His third missed three. Now Silva, three, yes! Devin Silva makes his first three of the game. 41-24. Driving, pass it out. There's another three, and this one no good. And Silva there to rebound Hallett's missed shot. Batzinger is going to be fouled driving. They're going to charge Zach Hallett with a second. But yeah, it's raining threes in a way in the early goings of the second half. 4:17 to go in quarter number 3. Knights still out in front of this one. Hutton moves it out to Silva. And, he had that tapped away, and then it's going to go out of bounds to Oak Harbor. By the way, during that stoppage, Mason Creamer entered the game for Carter Lampy, sophomore for senior exchange. Zach Hallett, sophomore, taking up the floor. Halfway through the third, and that's loose, still loose. Creamer wound up with it. Powell was the one who poked it away. Now Silva, a lot of space on that three from the far wing. That's no good off the back iron, but right to Oak Harbor it goes. Move it over. Take that shot and bank it in while driving. Braxton Witt, 4 points. 15-point differential. Carter Lampy waiting to re-enter this one. That's it over. There's Hutton dribbling to the corner with that. And now back up top to the team's leader. Hutton stops at the elbow, out to Creamer, take the three from the far wing. That's short and no good. But Powell the rebound, now back up with it, no good for Mason Creamer again. And then, you know what they say, third time's a charm. As Delvin Silva was the one who put it in the end. Up with it on the other side of the floor. That's no good for Witt. His second missed shot, but offensive board. Now take a three from the near wing. That's no good for Hallett. Other side, Hutton now up, lay it in. 10 times out of 10, you're going to see Hutton lay those ones in when he has a little bit of space. It's 45-26. Looked like Coach Carroll elected to use a timeout. It's just a quick 30-second timeout, though, with 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go in quarter number 3. We're going to take this moment to remind you the next time I'll be on air for Otsego TV is on the 27th. Otsego girls basketball takes on Elmwood, old NBC rival. It's a doubleheader at 5:30 for the junior varsity game and then 7 for the varsity game. Next time I'll be on air for boys basketball for Otsego TV is on Tuesday the 28th. The Knights take on Lake in a triple header. Freshmen at 4:45, junior varsity to follow, and then of course the varsity at the end. Then tomorrow night I'll be broadcasting the Bowling Green State University women's basketball game for WBGU 88.1 FM starting at 7. A lot of basketball in January and into February, really, as that's tipped around and taken by the Knights again. Hutton holding it, trying to find a lane. Move it back, Fatzinger, deep three, no good. Short in the shot, and then out of bounds. That one goes off of Toby Powell, says the official underneath. As now Wes Kellemeyer will enter the contest Approaching 2 minutes to go in the third. Pass it out. There's a Lalonde three from the far wing. I think Hutton got a hand on that based on the trajectory of the ball changing. Now Kellemeyer drives the baseline, moves it out to Creamer. Take the three up, and no good that time. But Hutton there to rebound it, moving around, up and short on his shot. Straight ahead and back the other way. Fourth missed shot of the game for Caden Hutton. He's made 8 total. Nice move to Lampy blocked that away, but not legally. Says the official, that's his second foul. The team's second as well. The lead stands at 19. It was a shooting foul, so Lalonde will go to the line to shoot for 2. Makes his first free throw. First free throws of the game for Oak Harbor. The Knights have only attempted 1, and that was Dane Fatzinger trying to convert a good old-fashioned three-point play. Like I said, not too many fouls today as Kellemeyer rebounds the Lalonde miss. Lampy out to Wes Kellemeyer. Moving it to Hutton in the corner. Lampy back to Hutton. At least he was trying to get it there. Instead it was poked away and back to Oak Harbor. Schultz is the one who wound up with it. Lalonde with it at the moment. Witt passing it over. Now underneath. A lot of contact, and Mason Creamer this time is going to be guilty of a foul with 56.7 to play in the third. So 2 more free throws coming up for the Rockets. They're trying to bite into this deficit. That's Cooper Schultz, the junior, at the line. Sitting at 5'11", misses his first free throw. And with that, Zach Hallett will re-enter the game. So will Toby Powell and Devin Silva. Fatzinger and Lampy out on the Knights side. Fulton Krupp out on the Rockets side. Shot number 2, no good. So 0 for 2 trip, but offensive rebound, and the putback is good for Gavin Witt. 4 points in the first half for Witt, 8 total today. Kellemeyer take a 3, up and no good on that one. Back to Oak Harbor. Approaching 30 seconds to go in the third. Hallett with the basketball, falls down. Gets it back to Witt, who lost it. Hallett there, though, making moves. Now pass it, take the shot, and Lalonde got that to sneak in his first field goal of the game. He was previously 0 of 7 from the floor. 45-31. Lob it down floor. Creamer, nice move, and he's going to make his first bucket, ending the cold streak. He was 0 of his first 6. 1 second on the clock, and Oak Harbor is not going to get a shot off before the buzzer rings. 47-31 the score after 3 sets of 8 minutes here in the Castle. It's the Otsego Knights out in front with a 16-point lead. My name is Caden Knapp. This is Otsego TV. You know you can email me anytime at 25knapp@otsegoknights.org with any questions, comments, or concerns. I'll be right back. Welcome back to Otsego High School for the start of quarter number 4 between the Rockets and the Knights. In the first quarter, the Knights outscored the Rockets 14-5. In the second quarter, the Knights also outscored the Rockets, this time at 16-12. And then in quarter number 3, they outscored the Rockets 17-14. What will the fourth quarter hold for us? Well, we'll find out in a few short minutes. Hutton to inbound it. He's going to get it back. Now pass it over to Silva. There's a deep two. That's no good off the back iron for the junior, and then a whistle and a foul. 9 seconds into the fourth. I'm going to say the guilty party is Michael Lalonde, committing his fourth. Inbound it, catch, shoot, no good from beyond the arc for Toby Powell. Hutton, no, with it. He's going to move it out. Mason Creamer spinning around. Now up top to Hutton. A lot of space on his three. That's short, no good. Witt was there to jump by him, and then a whistle and a foul. This is going to go against Otsego and Mason Creamer, his second personal foul. So here goes Lalonde up the floor. Passing over up top. Up with it, Schultz, no good on his shot. And Silva fights his way for that basketball. Now Hutton, hesitate, move it over to Silva. And now whistle, and a foul on the floor is going to be called. At least that's what the VAR official signified. And he was overruled by the official underneath the hoop, so they're going to say count the basket. Was Schultz committing his first foul. So now Silva trying to convert the good old-fashioned three-point play. He will not. Coach Eric Sweet was not in agreement, as there's a three that goes in from beyond the arc. That was Zach Hallett making his third three of the game. He's had a pretty good night. 11 points for number 11. Up and no good for Silva from the mid-range. The Knights enter this game with an average margin of victory of 23.6, as there's a long shot that's no good. So they're used to just running away as that falls in for Hallett. They have the 13-point advantage right now as there's a whistle and a foul. 6:17 to play. Yeah, now of their wins, I mean, I believe just 2 of them have been decided by less than 10 points. And that Eastwood game at the Stroh Center was decided by 6. And then there's one other that was relatively close. I can't remember which one it was off the top of my head, as there's a whistle and a foul. Another foul in Oak Harbor. Foul starting to pile up. We'll see who they tag this one to. And it's going to be Lalonde, his 5th, which means he's out of here. He's going to foul out, finishing with 3 points. 5 fouls disqualifies you from a high school contest. Approaching 6 minutes. A lot of space on that three. Splash, splash. Dane Fatzinger. Got the feed from Caden Hutton. And he made sure everyone knew that because he pointed right at Hutt. Move around the arc now. Witt take a 3, and that's no good off the back iron. That was Braxton Witt. And back the other way for the Knights. Silva, up tempo. Nice move to the hoop, and no good. And then a whistle. And this is going to be a foul on Otsego. And while we have a little bit of a break, Coach Carroll is going to send in Mason Creamer as the Knights student section chanting Carter Lampy. And now they're chanting Devin Silva. A little bit of discussion in front of the scorers table. Lalonde is over there, which he has 5 fouls, as noted. So I don't know why he's over there. I mean, he has not coming back into this one, whether he wants to or not. As Mason Krieber will come in for Devin Silva. I'm not sure what that whole little discussion there was about, but that is foul number 2 committed by Devin Silva. Like I said at half, I mean, Lalonde had 3 fouls, and then Braxton Witt had the only other foul committed by Oak Harbor. I mean, not a foul-happy game until, I would say, just really the fourth quarter. And that could be a lot to do with being tired, as there's a 3 that falls in for Caden Hutton. He assisted a Fatzinger 3 and then made a 3 of his own. His second made 3 of the game, by the way. Braxton Witt up and no good. And back to Otsego. Under 5 minutes to play in regulation. Knights up by 19 points. Now Hutton take another 3 because why not? No good that time, though. And then Westville and Hutton's going to be guilty of a foul. His first. Yeah, outside of this quarter, there just really had not been that much fouling. Right now you have Creamer with 2, Lampy with 2, Silva with 2, and then Hutton and Powell each have 1. On Oak Harbor side, you have Witt still with 1, Hallett with 2, Schultz with 2, and then Lalonde with 5. As Fatzinger fell to the ground there, and then that 3 falls for the sophomore, Zach Hallett. 4th 3 made for him today, and then out of bounds, that one goes. Oak Harbor still putting up a fight. Down 16 with 4:18 to play. Hallett jump stop, and he's going to be fouled going up with it. But yeah, really, that's Fatzinger's first foul. I mean, really with both these teams, I mean, the rotations aren't the deepest. Like the Knights, they have a 7-person rotation as that first free throw falls. So, you know, you have the same players out there for the majority of the game. Yeah, they're eventually going to get tired or maybe not at 100%. As there's a 2-for-2 trip. It's a result in, you know, a foul or 2 because they're out of place for the moment. Nice passing, look at that, but Silva couldn't make it. Nice defense put on by Oak Harbor. And then Oak Harbor also has only had 7 players play today. As that 3 falls, another 3. And it's an 11-point game all of a sudden. Fatzinger out to Powell. But, you know, in Oak Harbor's case, yeah, you obviously have that tire factor. But on top of that, you've been down for all of this game, so frustration can also tend to take into effect. Lampy, deep 3, up and no good. One of those you held your breath for. It's like, is he going to go in? Did not. Approaching 3 minutes to play rapidly. Hallett is feeling it, so he's just going to launch up a 3. Missed that one, but offensive board, and then a whistle and a foul. Braden Ayers into the game. And since that is foul number 5 committed by Otsego, Toby Powell's second, it's going to result in free throws. Now, Ayers was a big part of the junior varsity game, makes his first free throw. And that win, he had 8 points, went 1 of 2 from the line. Shot number 2, the big one, no good, but an offensive rebound is made. Inside to Ayers, spinning around, up with it, and he's no good. And his shot, and Silva, good job to rebound that one. The Knights have 4 timeouts. Rockets have 3. Big possession, up by 10. Let's see how the Knights run the tempo. Looks like they're just slowing things down, as you should. Nice passing, and oh, that was blocked away. Ayers came out of nowhere there to reject Lampy. Now a three, up and no good, and then out of bounds. It's going to stay with Oak Harbor. 2:23 to play. Timeout called. It's going to be a full 1 minute timeout used by Coach Carroll, and I'd say this is a good timeout. Our scoreboard took one away from Oak Harbor, but our PA announcer said it was an Otsego timeout. So we'll see. 2:23 to go. We'll be right back. 55-45. This is Otsego TV. Welcome back to Otsego TV. 2:23 to go in the fourth quarter, 55-45. Knights out in front by 10. Now, I did go back and rewind the broadcast a little to see like which official exactly blew the whistle and where he pointed to, and I believe it was an Oak Harbor timeout based on his gestures. So the Knights still have 4. Oak Harbor now down to 2. I agree with that timeout by Eric Sweet because Oak Harbor has played well down the stretch to make this a game again. And just the last 2 possessions, they forced up some shots that were not very high percentage, like that Braxton Witt 3. And if you're Coach Sweet and you want to come back, you got to do it now, really. As there's the inbound, and that's blocked away by Carter Lampy. He said, absolutely not on my watch, and then no good for Hallett. I'm sure that's not what Coach drew up in the timeout on Oak Harbor side. As the clock is now approaching 2 minutes rapidly. Close games build teams, and that's blocked away. We're trading blocks, but that went right to Lampy, and he's going to put it in. 149 and counting, a 12-point differential on the scoreboard. Hallett with the basketball, making moves. There's a 3 up and no good for Steinbrück. As I said, he started off this game very cold, 2 of 12, and he's now 2 of 14. Dribble up, no good on the shot, tipped around, and Lampy does somehow keeps that in bounds, and it's go right back to Oak Harbor. An acrobatic move, and then that's blocked away by Toby Powell. The Knights slamming the door as Hutton sets up Silva to lay it in. 59-45, there's a deep Hallett 3, that's no good. And then out of bounds it goes. Well, timeouts change things. I'm sure that was not the intention of Coach Eric Sweet calling the timeout, but it helped the Knights a lot. Whatever Coach Carroll said on the Knights' half of the floor really got through to them, as that is taken away, but right back to Hutton it goes. 52 seconds and counting. Oak Harbor not fouling at the moment. The Knights are just passing it around. 35 seconds, and there's the foul. So it'll be Lampy going to the line. But that's going to pretty much do it for this one. That's just that series of events by the Knights outside of the timeout really changed, just everything. I would say, as Lampy hits his first free throw. I mean, going into that timeout, it's like everyone's kind of holding their breath. They're like, it's sort of close, but I think we'll win. And then just those series of events out of the 60-second timeout really changed things. And, you know, everyone clapping over here and very excited, especially those two blocks on the Otsego side, as now a foul is going to be called with 32.4 to play, and it's going to go against Caden Hutton, his second. Up next for the Knights, they go to Genoa on the 21st. Then they travel to Maumee on the 24th, so a pair of road games. Free throw one, no good. Before returning home to take on Lake. And then they go on the road to Rossford and Liberty Center. Then they host Eastwood on senior night. Shot 2 is good. That's the immediate future for Otsego schedule-wise. As I said earlier, we'll talk about, you know, what games the Knights can host possibly in the postseason, and if we'll be able to broadcast them later on. We'll keep you guys updated on that. But the Knights are going to get the 61-46 victory, as Hutton just holding it until time expires. What a win for the Knights. They're now 12-2, 7-0 in the NBC, as they seal their third consecutive victory. They're now 7-0 at home as well, by the way. We'll see how this affects them in the rankings as well, according to Max Preps. But yeah, what a game. 61-46, the final score. I'll be back on air, like I said, on the 27th, as girls basketball takes on Elmwood, and then I'll be back for boys basketball on the 28th tomorrow. If you have time in the evening, I'm broadcasting the BGSU women's basketball game against NIU at 7 on WBGU 88.1 FM. But as always, thank you all so much for tuning in to this broadcast. It's been fun. The Knights win the freshman game and the varsity game. They didn't win the junior varsity game, but 2 out of the 3 games, victories for OHS. They're now 12-1. What a season it has been for them so far. We're getting down to the final stretch of the regular season. My name's Caden Knapp. Once again, this has been a presentation of Otsego TV. 61-46 is the final score of this varsity game. The Knights get the win over the Rockets. Stay safe, everybody.